Hey church family, hope you are doing well right now in the midst of this lockdown. We are just like you, trying to make our way through each day and use the time well. Kids are starting to do some schoolwork. I'm working remotely, and Beth is managing to keep everyone sane and not stir crazy. I don't know what your schedule's like, but hopefully you're finding new time to spend in God's Word, maybe to read books, listen to audio, to maybe catch up on some shows, and I wanted to come with some recommendations for things that you could read and listen to and watch during this time of extra free time that you've got. So here's some recommendations for you to think about. All of these things are available for purchase online. I'm not getting a commission from this, just want you to think about tools and resources you could use. Something we've begun to watch as a family is this new DVD series called Epic. This DVD series by Tim Challis is an awesome introduction to church history, where before the whole coronavirus happened, he actually traveled the world filming visits to different key historical sites in church history, looking at special, relevant artifacts and talking about what made them something so unique and special. So he starts off the very first two with a trip to Israel and a trip to Rome, and then it just goes broader. He spent a full series, a full episode in England and visited some places, though I'd been to England multiple times, I'd never even seen before. Super cool. The first Baptist church house, all kinds of unique places that he goes to, and gives you special insights into things happening in church history. It's a great way to just learn something new in a really engaging, helpful format, easy to watch. For teenagers and above. Our kids enjoyed most of it, and just really interesting. So you can pick this up online. I don't know if it's on Amazon, but you can look on his website, challis.com, and find out more about how to get it. Now, if watching TV isn't your thing, you might think about an audiobook. Audiobooks are something I listen to whenever I just want to learn or enjoy, but don't really need to engage deeply with. The audiobook I just finished is called Rebel Yell by S.C. Gwynn. It's a life of Stonewall Jackson. If you don't know who he is, you did not grow up in the South like I did. His picture was emblazoned on Stone Mountain alongside Jefferson Davis and Robert E. Lee, and he was a Confederate general. He was also a strong Presbyterian Christian. I had no idea really, though I'd heard a little bit about what that meant, but he sought to be faithful to Christ through all of his life, from the time he became a believer forward. Though he was not very pro-slavery, you learn in the book what led him into the war, and just what a brilliant general he was. It's a really fun kind of read or listen, so I'd encourage you to check that out if you have any interest in Civil War history. Kind of a fun read. Also, last book, if you actually like the tactile feel of books, I really love Vanishing Conscience by John MacArthur. It is 25 years old. This book is 25 years old. I am confident it is not in this cover. In fact, I checked. You can get a Kindle copy for much less. You can get a softcover copy, but it is a great book on the nature of sin, the effect of sin on our conscience, on how we think and process and hear, and then on how to kill sin. There's amazing, helpful things on how to mortify or how to put to death sin in the life of a Christian. If you've never read a book by MacArthur, or maybe you're just familiar with some of his more recent stuff, this is worth a read. It's an often forgotten book, super helpful on what it means to live for Christ with all of our being, how to put off sin and put on Jesus Christ. It was transformational to how I thought about the Christian life from the very first time I read it back in the 90s, late 90s. So please pick this up, or maybe Tim Challis' DVD series to watch as a family. If you have stuff to do, think about Rebel Yell. And there's lots more recommendations we'll have for you in the weeks to come, but we hope you are doing well as a family, as a person, as you're continuing to pursue Christ, and we love you, we miss you, and just want to continue to have you think about how to take in good, solid truths into your heart and into your mind during this unique season. Love you guys.